Welcome back.
Hello everyone. Hi.
Hello, welcome back.
Hi again.
Okay, students of SMK Taman Bukit Maluri, we have already finished our first slot. So thank you so much for your very encouraging and also your response was amazing. And thank you to all the teachers here. Okay, so without further ado, let us call upon Madam Emily John, and she's going to tell us a bit about the speaking component of the CFR paper. Okay,
All right.
Madam Emily.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, Madam Suji. So I'll go straight to it since we are already going to be, we started a bit late. So it's no problem. And listen, get ready to listen and take down some notes and all that. So I'm going to share my screen now. Sorry, share screen. I go and share video file pula.
Welcome back. Okay.
Okay, all right. Okay. Let me go to my PowerPoint. Okay, ladies, can you see my PowerPoint?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'm going to go straight to the lesson itself, into our technique itself. So, okay. These are who we are. Okay. Just now, teacher Farida and your teacher Madam Suji introduced us. So we are a team. We have been doing all this SPM series and a lot of other shows on YouTube and all that. So please do join us. Okay. And I'm going to look at paper 3 speaking. Okay, paper 3 speaking. And I'm going to look at the format and share with you some guidelines and some tips. So please feel free to ask questions. We will be here to answer your question. This is your chance to ask questions if you are not sure. Okay. And my team here, teacher Heidi, teacher Farida, and teacher Manjit will be assisting me to address any questions that you will be asking us. Okay, now we are going to look at answering techniques. And as you know, I'm from Penang, SMK MANDIN. But actually, I'm actually from KL. Okay, I'm a KLite, born and bred in KL. Okay, but after I got married, I've settled in Penang. But I'm actually from KL, and MALURI is in KEPONG. But if you look at Taman MALURI, there's a Taman MALURI in Cheras, which is very near where I grew up. Okay, there was a Taman MALURI in Cheras, I remember. So when I saw your school name, I was thinking, oh, is that the place where I used to grow up? And I was kind of like, oh, okay, this is in KEPONG. So KEPONG is like the other end of KL, So it was interesting when I found out about your school and all. So I've been teaching 25 years. I've taught from primary up to secondary. And I hope my experience here will help you a little bit in preparing for your exam. Okay, let's understand the speaking test. Okay, let's look at the speaking test in general. So speaking is something that is not new actually. We have been tested in it for PT3. Those who are in Form 5, you have undergone this in 2019 when you were in Form 3. So you have probably had your speaking test then. Only last year we did not have PT3. So those who are in Form 4, they would not have the same experience. But those who are in Form 5, by right, you should have already undergone the speaking test when you were in Form 3. So roughly it's about the same. Okay, the difference will be in the level and the difficulty of the exam questions. Okay, and of course, and the assessment, yes, Teacher Manjit, it will be slightly higher, and the assessment criteria also will be different. Okay, so as you can see here, your speaking paper is divided into 3 parts. Okay, the total mark is 24 marks. But as I will highlight after this, the weightage is different. The marks is 24 marks, and there are 3 parts. And part 1, there will be 4 questions, individual questions. Part 2, there will be 1 question for each candidate. And part 3, there will be 3 questions which will involve both the candidates. Okay, I hope you are clear so far.
Okay, remember students, this is paper 3. Just now I did paper 4. Now Madam Emily is doing paper 3.
Yeah, we are going in reverse order.
Reverse way.
So, and in February, you'll be sitting for this exam. Don't forget, in February, you'll be sitting for this exam, for speaking exam.
We are not actually, most likely will be early next year. So what you have to do is, so you need to know your format. It's very important for students to know the format, because if they know the format, then they will be fully prepared, because they know how they have to target for each paper. That's what I always highlight to my students, because like just now, like what teacher Farida highlighted for the listening, students don't know how to go about it, and then they take it all listening, ni lah dengar, lepas tu jawab je. It's not like that. There are ways, there are techniques, there are things that you should be able to do while listening or while speaking. So listening and speaking also goes hand in hand. Okay, it's like adik-beradik, brother sister. So you have to like listen and speak, because you'll
Just
be
now,
doing.
Emily, just now we said the importance of having both ear,
Correct,
importance of
2 years
listening.
and 1 mouth. So
Now
you have to
mouth,
listen.
the
Now
importance
one
of the
mouth first, then
But the listening
the other
comes
way
in
around.
because- correct.
One month, but 2 teachers will be there.
Yeah, but then you must understand, this speaking thing involves you speaking with another person. There will be parts where you need to listen, especially part 2. Part 2 is the part where you need to listen more, because you have to listen to your friend speaking and respond to what he has said to the same topic. I will explain further after this. And
Exactly.
part
Well
3 is
said,
a
Emily.
discussion part. Yes, part 3 is
Well
a
said.
discussion part where both of you have to be talking and discussing. So that also involves listening and speaking. Okay, let's go on to the some general information. Okay, now, as you can see here, I'm going to
Students,
put
please type. Okay, if you can follow, is what do you call that? Teacher Emily. Okay. Is it being too fast? Okay, so type your comments in the chat box. So we
So
can
far,
actually.
nothing yet at
teachers,
the moment.
please let me know,
Type
because
something, please. Yeah.
I
So far,
can't see
nothing at
what's
the
going
moment.
on.
Just say hello, teachers only.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. So
Yeah,
Maybe
as
they'll be
I
listening.
answering.
said,
They'll be typing in a while.
they are answering.
Yeah. Ask them question, Emily, so they can
Okay,
answer.
all right. So
Okay,
All clear.
Jeremy says
Okay.
all clear
All
at the
clear.
moment.
Well done. Well done,
Well done.
Jeremy.
They are with us. Don't worry. Continue.
Okay,
Vanessa
great.
also said okay.
Okay, great, Vanessa.
Thank you,
Thank
students.
you. All
Amanda
clear.
all
also
right.
said
Check it
So
out.
now
very good.
let's go on. If you can look at this, if you can look at the what do you call that? This format here. So just now, remember I said 24 marks. So 24 marks is actually. I'm going to start here first. All right, now I will start with this. 25%. I will start with this one. There will be 2 students. You are going to work in pairs. So there will be student A and student B. Each of you will have like somebody who will be doing the speaking task with you. So you have to remember that it is not an individual thing. No doubt your marks will be individual, students. Your marks will be your own. You won't be getting marks from your though if your friend, let's say one student asked me earlier, teacher, what if my friend doesn't speak? That is not a problem, because you will be marked for your ability, your performance, your speaking performance. Even if your friend does not respond well, but you have did your best, you have spoken, you have addressed the questions, you have discussed with your friends, discuss with your friend, your partner. So your part, you will be assessed according to what you did. So no worries there. Even if your friend is not so good, you say, why am I partnering with this person? This person is not. Don't think like that. You, in a way, when you help your friend, you are also performing well, because maybe you prompt your friend and all that. I will explain about that part later, how you can. There's something we call like turn taking and prompting.
Prompting.
Okay,
Yes.
next. There will be 2 people sitting in the room there, 2 teachers. One is an assessor and one is the interlocutor. Now, the assessor will be your teacher. The assessor will be a teacher who will be most probably somebody from somewhere else, because at the moment we are not very sure whether both teachers will be from the same school, or from one teacher will be from the school, one from somewhere else.
Most
Because
probably from a different school.
most probably will be
Assessor from a different school.
the
The subject teacher will be there.
because why? The assessor will most probably be because remember, this is SPM. PT3, both the teachers were from the same school. So for SPM, we are not 100% sure who the assessor will be, but most likely it will be somebody from another school. So the interlocutor will be your teacher, and
Your
it will
subject
most
teacher.
likely be the teacher who's teaching you. That means your English teacher, the teacher who's teaching your class, most likely it will be that teacher. It will be a familiar face. So don't worry. Okay, your teacher will be there. Even if it's not your teacher, will be an English teacher in your school. Okay. All right. Now, oh sorry. Okay, and then there are 4 criteria that they will be looking at. Okay, grammar, vocabulary, communicative competence, and overall spoken performance. Okay, I will go in detail with this in a short while, but these are the 4 things that they will be looking at when they are awarding you marks. This is slightly different from PT3, yeah? Okay. Oh, sorry. There is another thing that you need to look at is it's about 13 minutes, 13 to 15 minutes, plus minus, because there will be some pauses, and then they will give you time. The teachers will give you time. They, if you, some students take time, they will be all the pauses and all the thing. They are hesitating. So sometimes we teachers, we will help you. So it might take slightly longer than 30 minutes, but the actual test is supposed to take about 13 minutes or so. Okay, and 25% here is the weightage that is given to you. Weightage meaning that is what your paper is, the marks for your paper, the value of your paper. Remember, there are 4 papers, so each of your paper is given equal weightage. Just now teacher Farida has already told you that paper for paper 4 listening is 25%. Okay, even though the questions are more than that. Same here, 24 marks, but 25%. 24 marks, the marks is 24, but the percentage is 25%. It will be converted into percentage, and all 4 papers will be carrying equal weightage. Okay, I hope we are clear so far.
Yes, so far so good.
All right. So
It's
now
only
let's
13 minutes,
Emily.
Emily.
Sorry.
13
Paper
minutes
3,
only.
yeah,
only
one
13
thing, one
minutes.
thing.
About roughly about
3
13
section.
minutes. But it will
13.
sometimes it will just go on a little bit more, about 15 minutes or so, because by the time they come in, they sit down, and then we get them ready, and then give them time. Sometimes we also like prompt them, so plus minus about 13 to 15 minutes. Okay.
But
By the way,
the exam is
just now
only 13.
listening only 40 minutes, huh? For listening,
Listening because they have to listen and answer, because this one
They're
is
already
more
there,
like,
sitting there already.
Yes, yes.
yeah.
40.
Okay, so,
Speaking 13 minutes. Okay, yeah. Continue, Emily.
all right. So assessment criteria, we are going to look at these 4 things. Now, grammar, vocabulary, and communicative competence is given by the assessor, the teacher who is from another school or maybe from outside. Okay. The person will be sitting at the back. I will show you the position in a while. So the teacher who's sitting in front of you, your teacher will be giving you the overall spoken performance. Okay, that is just one criteria, but the marks will be given for, that means overall, how did you do? So your teacher will give you the marks based on that. Okay, we can actually show you the whole marking thing and all that, because everything is a bit sulit. So this is what I can share with you. So for grammar, of course, when you talk about grammar, you must be able to use the grammar structure correctly. Okay, accuracy here meaning you know how to use your past tense, present tense. If you are going to talk about something in the past, then you should use past tense. Okay, and then your subject verb agreement. Okay, you know how to use is, are, was, were, singular, plural, singular subject, singular verb. All that comes under your grammar criteria. So that is what we mean by high level of accuracy. You are able to speak using the proper structures. Okay, structures here, you can also mix up when you talk about, like you can use simple sentences, you can use good sentences, compound, complex sentences. You know how to use conjunctions, you know how to use and, you know how to use but and all that. You know how to join your sentences. I am a girl. I like to read books. So it's like short. That is not good, because remember, this is Form 5. This is SPM. You are supposed to be at B1 level. Okay, you have to be at a higher level where you can speak well. Okay, and then you are able to use a wide range of cohesive devices and connectors. You know how to use words like maybe you want to show result. So therefore, or consequently, or it doesn't have to be big words, can be simple words. First, I did this. Then if you're telling something, you explain something. First, I would suggest that we do this. Next, Another idea would be, my opinion is, so you know how to join your points using the correct connectors, the correct cohesive devices. Okay, all right. So when it comes about vocabulary, vocabulary means words. Okay, you are able to use a wide range of vocabulary, good words. You are able to use, instead of saying she's very nice, she's very good, you say she's pleasant, she's wonderful, she's awesome, she's great, she's marvelous, she's fantastic. So you know how to use a variety of good vocabulary. Instead of just using the simple adjectives, you use good adjectives, strong adjectives. This is taught in your Form 4 textbook. Is one of the topics, strong adjectives. Okay, is where you learn how to use adjectives, good adjectives. Instead of using the simple adjective, instead of saying very dirty, you say it's filthy. Okay, so you use good words. Then you know how to use the correct vocabulary to show difference in meaning. Okay, like you say something is I'm scared. I'm scared and I'm terrified. There's a difference in meaning there. Scared can just be a lower level of fear. But when you say I'm terrified, that means you are really, really, that level of fear is high. So you know how to use words to show difference in meaning. Okay, when you talk about communicative competence, you are able to talk. Looking at the topic, you are able to give your ideas. You can start the topic. You can say, well, I like this because you can expand. And then let's say your friend is said something, you can continue from where your friend said. That means you can expand the conversation. Your friend said, I don't think this is a good idea. Then you said, no, I believe that it is a good idea because, so you are continuing from where your friend stopped. Okay, so that shows communicative competence. Competence here means ability to do something. Okay, ability, that means you are able to talk, you are able to elaborate. Expand means elaborate. Okay, kembangkan, panjangkan, or elaborate on the point, and you can also end. I think that's all. I don't agree with you, but I feel this is my opinion. Okay, and you can talk effectively, relate with your partner. Yes, Teacher Manjit, anything?
Okay, there is something from Marilyn. She says, be mindful at the fillers that you tend to overuse, like ma, la, all that.
Yes,
Marilyn is here.
that is also
Marilyn is here.
correct, because you must understand this fillers and all that. It shows that that you are like a bit hesitant. Okay, when you talk about when it's smoother, you won't have so much so
Fillers.
you won't be using all these fillers so much. Okay, you'll be able to maintain your conversation. Maintain.
And
Okay,
then Emily, you can add one more point over here. Make sure that they speak in English, not in Bahasa Malaysia.
Not Manglish, not Manglish.
Dr. Manjit, thank you for highlighting that. Please do not use another language, whether it's Bahasa, whether it's Tamil, whether it's Chinese, because
Or mix of the both languages.
a mixture. You mix English and Bahasa, don't. Because remember, this is your SPM English language speaking test. So English at all times. Whether it's
Emily.
a simple word, also use a simple word. Yes, Farida.
For example, do you like to eat nasi lemak? Yes lah cikgu. No lah cikgu.
Nasi lemak
Yes
sedap
cikgu.
lah.
Nasi lemak sedap.
My students may
Yes,
say
yes lah cikgu. Sedap.
then they make sign. No using sign also.
Don't. That is a no, not at all. Okay. But I understand, yes, because it's natural for us to be bilingual. That means when we speak, even we ourselves teachers, we tend to change from one language to another. Sometimes
We help our students to motivate our students.
And also when we talk to each other, we tend to use sometimes we mix two languages. So don't do that, because remember, this is a test. No fillers. Fillers, if you really cannot, okay, a bit, all right, I think, I believe, okay, that is not so bad.
Okay. You see?
Don't overuse it. Just like what Marilyn said, don't overuse it. Okay, that shows that you are not competent. That is the problem.
So you need to practice.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, let's
Okay,
go on to
Another
the
Sarvina
next.
question.
says, so
Yeah.
what will be if I accidentally say, teacher, is there any marks deducted?
No,
No,
no, no.
they
It's
won't
not like
deduct.
that. It's not that they will count. Okay, how many times they say how many times they say No, it's like overall. Okay, they will see.
Overall.
That's what your friend what Marilyn is saying here is good, because that means you don't use it too much. It's natural for us to say, even we all also, even teachers, we also say, I think a little bit is normal. But when you overuse it, it shows that you are not sure of what you are saying. So deduction of mark doesn't come like we don't, okay, the person say, so we deduct mark. No, it's not
Gone
like
your
that.
50 marks.
Automatically, you
No,
must speak
it doesn't
spontaneously,
work like
students.
that. It doesn't work like that. Don't worry. It doesn't work like
Anyway,
that.
good
It will be,
question, Sarvina.
but good question, right?
Good
And
question.
then your teacher, the one who's sitting in front of you, will be giving you the overall spoken performance. So she will be looking at how you understand the task, whether you have responded to the question that has been given. We will look at some question. So whether you have understood the task, whether you have responded to the task, what the question is asking you, whether you have done what you're supposed to do. And you can maintain and develop interaction. Remember, there will be partners. You'll be talking together with your partner, so there is an interaction. There's a two-way conversation, not one person talking, one person and listening and not saying much. Okay.
That is over time. Time already, then bye-bye. No
You
marks.
sound like a rapper, Emily.
Then the teachers have to interview, and that is where the teachers will have to interfere and maybe prompt you too much, and that is not good. When the teachers, you see, it requires very little or no prompting. Prompting is what is when the teachers will help you out. Like, for example, you are too quiet, you are not saying much, so the teachers will probably say, what do you think, Ali? Do you agree, Farida, or Fatima, Farida's favorite character? Okay. So, do you agree, Fatima? What do you think about Ali's opinion? So they will prompt you to make you continue the conversation.
Yeah.
So if that happens, then your spoken performance mark might go down. Okay. All right. I'm going to go on to the task itself.
Teachers are not that cruel. They will help
Now
you.
we will try to help you.
But you must speak in English. Use the language. Very important. Use the language. Then marks will be given. You understand?
Okay,
If you
alright.
don't speak at all, nobody can help you.
All right, let's go on to the next part, some general information. Like I said, your speaking test constitutes 25% of your overall grade. You'll be tested in pairs. I'm going to go to just the highlighted parts. So one teacher, the interlocutor, will interact with you. The assessor will observe, okay? And then the assessor will be the one who will be giving you the marks for the 3 criteria: grammar, vocabulary, and communicative competence. And your interlocutor will give you for the overall spoken performance. Okay, roughly about 13 minutes. Okay, this is how you should be seated. Okay, candidate A, candidate B, and then your interlocutor will be seated right in front of you. Your teacher will be seated right in front of you. Okay, your teacher will be there in front of you, facing you. Okay, so when you enter the room, the first thing you will probably say is greet the teachers. Please don't forget to greet your teachers. Don't come there and sit down like, as they say in Bahasa Tunggul Kayu, and just look at your teachers there, blur like that. Yeah, I remember I told you all before. I think I had a student who came in last time. It was the student just came in and just ended up looking at the wall above our head until we teachers also turned and look. What is he looking at? He was so scared to look at us. He was looking at the wall above us. We were wondering, what is he looking at?
Phobia, maybe phobia.
So
A
don't
little.
be nervous, because you are facing your own teachers. A little bit of nervousness is normal. Nervousness actually helps you to perform better if you look at it. But too much will make you, stop you, or rather hinder you from speaking well. So be careful, okay? All right, so the assessor will be seated at the corner, okay, where he or she can observe you and listen to you clearly, okay? All right, I think this is clear. So speaking test, 3 parts. The first one is control short individual responses. Short, simple, very close to you, the topics. Part 2, individual long turn. Each of the candidate A, candidate B, candidate is calon, for those who are not sure what I'm saying. Candidate is calon, so each of you will be presenting something. the other person will be listening, and then you have to respond to what your friend, the topic that your friend has presented on. So it will, then you swap, then you take turns
Emily,
presenting. Mhm.
Marilyn has said something over here. Start practicing with a mirror and pretend like you are talking to a friend.
That
That is
is
Very
what
good.
I
good,
always
very
tell
good.
my student. If you are scared of talking to someone, okay, start by practicing talking to yourself. You might, your siblings or your family members might think you're crazy, but just tell them, my English teacher told me to practice speaking.
Even for public speaking, we are doing that, isn't it?
Yeah,
Even for
because
when we
that
are
is the
acting,
way. Because
even when we want to act on the stage, okay, for inter-school drama competition and so on, we have to practice.
no, the thing is, the idea is to be able to have some kind of eye contact. Many students, they are not able to look at the person they are speaking at because they are afraid, they are shy, they are no, they scared they are going to make mistakes. So practice, like teacher, like Marilyn said. Marilyn is our teacher, is it?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, she always
and
follows our class.
Anna, isn't
Ah,
it? I
okay,
think
okay.
it's
Yeah,
not
our friend,
Anna.
right?
Not
Yeah,
Anna,
our
not
friend
Anna.
Marilyn. She's actually from Penang here, from Tun Hussein on, if I'm not mistaken. Right.
Where are you
So
from?
anyway, like I
Welcome
said,
to the class, Marilyn.
yeah. And then part 3 is a discussion task. You'll be talking to each other. You're going to make a decision, and then you're going to have another part where you have to discuss and decide. Okay. So we're going to look at each part. Okay. Now, are we okay so
Okay.
far?
Yeah.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Students, are
now,
Okay,
you okay?
students.
Please comment
Yes.
on the chat box. Any problem?
Students,
Are you all with
short
us?
quiz. I have a short quiz. How many parts are there in speaking paper?
oh, I'm
Yes.
showing the parts.
Never, okay, go to the next one.
How many parts?
Okay. Now this
Students,
Now,
one.
yeah, type in
students,
the chat box.
we want to
Well,
see whether they are alert or not. Okay.
Okay,
Someone
good.
type. Okay,
Vanessa said,
Kirtana said
okay,
3, Vanessa
Kirtina.
3. Very good, good, good.
Okay,
So
well
far,
done.
only 2 students. Dayashini
Okay.
3. All right.
Okay,
All right. That means they are listening and they are paying
okay, good.
attention. Good.
They are with us. They are with us.
Actually, I tell you, students, speaking paper is one of the papers you can target.
Yes,
It's
you can score.
actually, yeah, you can score, because listening is not easy. I feel speaking is easier. For, I don't know, maybe because I speak a lot, I can't keep quiet. But listening, yeah,
She don't listen.
I think
It's
teacher Manjit
difficult
is
to
a good
stop, Emily.
teacher Manjit is a good listener. I
Yes,
think
yes.
I speak too much. Okay, so anyway, there are 3 types. It's called interview, individual long term, and discussion. So how it is broken up is like this. For interview, the first part is something like an ice breaking type of questions. It's like to get to know you kind of questions. So the topics will be familiar: school, home, daily routines, hobbies, and etc. So those are roughly about 3-4 minutes. And this one will be asked to both the candidates at the same time, one after another. Individual long term is about 3 or 4 minutes for both candidates. So, but here you will take turns. So candidate A will speak first. Candidate B listens. Then candidate B will be asked a short question on the same topic that candidate A has spoken about. Then it's reverse. Candidate B presents. Candidate A listens. Then candidate A will be asked a short question on what candidate B has spoken about. Okay, I think you got it. We look at the questions later, you'll understand. Okay, if you're confused. Now, the discussion part, both of you will be discussing a topic in pairs. You must come to a decision and answer a given question. Then you'll be given a broader question on the same topic where you have to discuss again. So there are also about like 3 parts to the discussion question. Okay, there are 3 parts to the discussion question. I will show you in the example later. All right. Okay, now let's look at part 1. Okay, because of time constraint, normally what we do is we invite students into the studio because I like to hear students talking. I think all of us do. But because of time constraint, I would like you all to type in the chat box. Okay, Teacher Manjit, Teacher Heidi, you all can assist me in highlighting the comments, the
Okay,
answers.
okay.
All right, so I'm going to give you one example after this. Then we will do 1 or 2 questions very quickly. Okay, now this one is part 1, interview. There are 2 phases, dua bahagian, 2 phases. Phase 1 will be asking for personal details, and phase 2 is going to ask questions about some personal topics. family, hobby, daily routines, and all that. So here we want to see whether you can give information about yourself. You can talk about some present circumstances, your opinions. You can give some reasons, some future plans, or past experience. So this is roughly 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, now let's look at one sample. Okay, the first one is, of course, what's your name? Where do you live? So I'm going to go straight to the answer. Okay, now my advice is please answer in full. Okay, when somebody asks you what's your name, I think students have this habit of saying Ali. Okay, if it's in a normal with your friends or in a casual conversation, you are in a group of children or friends, teenagers, your age, that's different. But this is in an exam situation. It'll be better if you answer in full. My name is so and so, but you can call me. Some students like to add this. My name is Lina Wong Siulin, but you can call me Lina. That's fine. That's good. You can add a little bit. My name is Lina Wong Siulin, but my nickname is Ali, so everyone calls me Lina and Ali pula. My name is Lina Wong Siulin, but my nickname is Lin or Lee. Everyone calls me Lin. So something like that. Okay.
Or can
Some people,
say,
you know what's a nickname,
Emily.
right?
Emily, you can say, my name is Emily. You can call me the Superwoman.
No lah, not that. But I tell you, my friends, there are many nicknames that my friends have given me. You know, some call me M, some call me Emmy, some call me
Lily.
my grandmother's sister calls me Lily.
Lily.
So
Interesting.
she's the only one who calls me Lily. But
Okay.
I don't know why from small.
Okay, students, don't get worried. If you don't have any nickname, not necessary. You can just say
not
your name.
necessary.
Yes, be yourself. Be yourself.
Okay. That's a good.
Yeah, that's
Because I'm worried that the students
will
will be
find my
thinking, why
nickname
you
for
don't have any
myself.
nickname?
Don't
Alright,
worry, it's just an addition. It's just
Okay,
an
why
addition.
the teacher will say, maybe I will call you this name just to make yourself to be comfortable during the exam, speaking
Okay.
exam, understand?
Yeah.
So that you don't feel so worried and tense. So the
Yeah.
teacher want to make you to be comfortable. Then the teacher say, okay, I'll use the short form for you, your short name. Okay, that's all.
But normally we don't. Normally the teachers we don't interrupt, but we will just like go based on what you say. We will just follow. Okay, now where do you live? I live in Taman Mawar Batuan. Doesn't mean I live at number 29 Jalan this. We are not asking that. You can just say I live in Taman Mewah Batuan. I live in Taman KEPONG. Okay. So very simple answer. Okay, I live nearby my school in Taman so and so. No.
These are just the warm-up questions.
Warm-up
okay?
questions.
Warm-up
But
questions.
But remember, this is something that I was told. I just updated this information to confirm. You will be assessed from the beginning. That means from this part itself, they'll be seeing how you're performing. The assessor and the interlocutor will be seeing how you're performing because some students are weak. So this part will help them. So the beginning part is where you start making yourself feel comfortable. So this will help you. These are simple questions. So you should be able to at least answer these simple questions easily. Now, when you say what activities do you do after school? This is where you can use conjunctions. I complete my homework and have a nap. Sometimes I read a book, or sometimes I help my mom with the household chores, and then I have a nap. Okay, any answer. If you can, you give more than one, because remember the question says what activities. Okay, plural. So you have to have more than one. Listen carefully to the question. Please don't assume, oh no, I go to sleep. I just have a nap. Finish. Stop. You try to give more. Give some students, they can even elaborate. I normally do this, but now because of COVID, I don't have the time to do that. So I help my mother to do this. Fine. But don't go long-winded so much also. Okay? Now, do you take part in extracurricular activities after school? Now, extracurricular activities are activities that you do for your school activities after school. So, I play badminton for the school team. Actually, I wanted to add activities. Do you take part? So, this one can be one or many because it say Do you take part? Maybe you don't, but maybe you do for one. So I play badminton for the school team. But you can I remember the other day when I asked one student, the student said, "Now, but now because of COVID, we are doing everything online." Fine, you are adding some extra information. Fine. So this one is like pre-COVID, before COVID. Okay. Okay, what activities do you think are beneficial for teenagers now? Beneficial. Weak students may not understand what is beneficial. Okay, beneficial meaning what? Right? Advantages. What are good for them? So I believe teenagers should exercise more and be more active. I think teenagers should read more books and and do some exercise. Anything, but more than one also. What activities? Are we okay so far?
So far
Okay,
so
great.
good. So far so good.
So far, great.
Okay, all right. So okay, let's go on. Okay, now let's try this. What's your name? Fine. Can you all try to answer? Okay, how do you come to school? Can I see some answers for number 2? How do you come to school?
So far no
do you,
answers. Okay, students start writing there. At
Yeah.
the
I'm
chat box.
just gonna try one question before I go to part 2. If not, we won't have time to cover. Can we
Okay,
try
students.
this
So
together?
far no answers yet, please.
Okay,
How do you come to
phase
school?
2.
How would you answer this?
Okay, what do you use or do you usually do on weekends? Okay, maybe you can answer question 3, and then if you want to answer question 4 also can. Do you watch a lot of televisions?
Yeah,
Okay.
just type the question number
Just type your answers.
and
What do you
question number
normally
and
watch on
answers. Then the teacher
television?
will highlight that.
Yeah. Just share your opinion, no problem, student.
Okay, I can see some questions coming in. Teacher Manjit?
So far nothing my place
Nothing.
here.
Okay, I come to school by bus.
Yeah, Vanessa
Vanessa.
says I came to school by bus. I come to
I
school.
come-
Sorry, I come to school by bus. Okay,
Okay.
Vanessa,
I come
good.
to school
Sarvina, I come to school by car. All right,
Okay.
Sarvina, and then another one, Sarvina only. Any more? Come, students, please.
Okay,
Type
do you
there the
watch
chat
Now,
all
box.
Sarvina,
Don't be
you
shy.
Okay, bye-bye.
okay.
Okay,
Azlin
Azlin
Lai.
Lai, I come to school by motorcycle. Very good. Do you have
Okay,
license? Jeremy, I walk to
school.
school.
Interesting. Jeremy, you good. Okay,
I'm
I
going
walk
to
to
become the
school.
police. Okay, I come to
Okay,
school by
very good.
motorcycle. Azlin Lai. Okay, okay.
All right.
Okay, you're able to
I had a
answer, consider
student.
good.
They are on
I
track.
had
On
a
track.
student. Yeah, I had a student who answered. My mom.
Okay.
Hello,
Don't
Emily.
worry, Emily, something happened. Then my students, let's continue. Okay, just now was part 1. Okay, answer all the questions for phase 1. What's your name and how do you come to school? So let's continue with phase 2. What do you usually do on weekends? So maybe now you can start typing at the chat box. What do you usually do on weekends? Come on, students.
Okay,
Come.
Emily is back. Emily is back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emily, phase
I'm
2.
here. I'm here.
Okay, good. The second question, phase 2, question number 3.
All right.
Is that okay?
Okay. Emily, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay,
Okay, all right.
your line.
Okay. My
Okay.
line maybe is my line. Okay, so what do you usually do on the weekends? Number 3. Let's go to question 3.
Okay, students, type fast.
What do you usually do on weekend? I what? Because what do you? So I what?
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe
So far, no answers yet.
No
Come on,
answer,
students.
yeah.
What do you
Like,
usually do
let
on
me start.
weekends?
Let me start it off. Maybe
Yeah,
I will
maybe you can
say
give them some
Clue.
examples.
Give
I
us some clue.
usually read books and watch my Korean dramas on weekends.
This one because
Okay. We have answers coming in. Reading.
Okay, can you highlight? Can you read out the comments?
Patricia said what? Madam Manjit.
I usually reading on weekends. Okay,
Okay,
good.
read.
Then Azlin said, I will usually clean my room on weekends. Good. Kirtana says, I usually help my parents to do some house chores. Very good. And Dachani says, I usually spend time with my siblings on weekends, like playing games, watching movie. Vanessa says, I usually practice playing the piano on
Okay,
weekends. Okay,
teacher
good.
Manjit, hold on, please. Can you highlight Dasha Yanis?
Dashini's,
Okay,
okay.
okay.
All right,
Okay,
good.
Dasha Yanis one. I usually spend time with my siblings on weekend, like playing games, watching movie. Okay, this is a good answer. Why I wanted, please, can you go back to that?
Yeah, yeah, this is the answer.
No, Dasha Yanis one.
Yeah, yeah. I'm highlighting.
Okay, now why I say this is good, because you see, I usually spend time with my siblings. Okay, what do you do? Spend time with your sibling. But then you gave an example like playing games, but it would be better if you can use the word and, like playing games and watching movies. Or you can use, instead of and, you can use or, either and or. Okay, so when you do that, it's kind of like there's a flow to it, and that's a good answer. Okay, okay, when you use can you highlight Amanda's answer?
Amanda, okay. I usually
Now,
watching a
this one
movie on
somebody
weekends.
just now Patricia also did the same mistake. I usually reading, I usually watching. That is wrong, because Amanda's answer. Okay, now why this is wrong? Because I usually is something that you do
Every
regularly.
day.
It's like a
Every day.
habitual thing,
Ah.
habitual action. So if it's a habitual action, you don't use ing there, unless it's like present continuous. This is present tense. Okay, so when it's present tense, I will usually clean my room. I usually watch a movie. I
No ing,
usually
yeah.
read a book. No ing.
No
Okay,
ing.
it shouldn't be in a continuous tense. It should be in present tense. Okay,
But
just to
Amanda, it's a
highlight
good
you.
effort.
Highlight.
Well done. Okay?
But
Because
yes,
you are
good
brave
effort.
enough
But don't worry so much.
to answer.
The most important thing is open your mouth and speak.
Yes.
Okay, now what do you normally watch on television? Can okay. I think Sarvina gave an answer.
I usually
I
do my
usually do my
revisions.
revisions and watch adventure movies. Well done,
Yeah.
Sabrina.
What do you normally watch on television? I normally watch adventure movies on television. If you can give example, I normally watch adventure movies on television. For example, I like to watch the crime dramas like NCIS or 911. That kind of drama serials. Fine. Very good answer. Okay. Well done. Well done, students. Okay. I think I'll go on to the next part. Okay, this is another question. How many siblings? I think you all should know. Number one and two, I think is very easy. What's your name? My name is so and so. How many siblings do you have? I have 3 siblings, or I have 2 siblings. I have an older brother and a younger sister. If you are the only child, you can just say I don't have any siblings, because I am an only child. Okay, all right. Now, what about number 3, 4, and 5? How would you answer number 3, 4, and 5? Can you all try that? What is your favorite subject? Why do you like that subject? What other subjects do you like? Students?
Yeah.
Come on, students. What
Okay.
other subjects do you like? So you can mention what subject do you like. Okay, come on, students. Start typing at the chat box so that we can help you.
Okay, when we look at your answers, at least we know how whether you understood what we are asking you, and whether you need to correct anything. For example, what is your favorite subject? My favorite subject is history, because I love reading about old things. I love reading about things that happened in the past. That's my favorite subject. Okay, we have
History
any
is a
answer?
good subject. So far, okay, got from Sabina. My favorite subject is art because it is my passion.
Very good, Sabrina. Very good. Okay, any more?
And then Vanessa, my favorite subject is English because it is my first language. I also like mathematics and Malay. Okay, Bahasa Melayu lah. Okay. Another answer from Ezlin Lai. My favorite subject is science and English. And then another answer from Kirtana Suganeswaran. My favorite subject is English because my teacher also motivates me to do better. Okay, Sarvina? Setabalan, other subjects that I like is science.
Okay, very good. I think the students are getting the idea. So this part is actually the part where they kind of like trying to get you to feel relaxed, kind of getting you to feel that you are able to answer. So you are confident, building up your confidence. Okay, this part is helping you to build up your confidence that you can answer the questions. Because the questions are not actually difficult. You just have to think a little bit. Okay, let's go on, teachers. Okay, let's
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at part
Continue.
2.
Yes,
Are
part
we
two.
okay? Okay, part 2. Okay. All right. Part 2 is where we'll be looking at where the students will be taking turns to talk about topics that are in the speaking booklet. All right. And there will be 4 points there, 4 points for each candidate to use, and you will take turns. So I'll go straight to the one. So this one will be a bit wider. It will be the topic a bit wider, non-personal kind, and you have to give reason, describe something, okay? Or you have to talk about some characteristics or objects or activities, and maybe you have to like paraphrase your words and ideas. So this will take about 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, let's look at the example straight away. All right. So I think we can go on straight, so at least we can cover the one. Okay, now one of the things that we are talking about here is a school event. Can you all quickly name me a school event that you have taken part in? You recently participated in. Participated in is taking part in something. So can you give me what the event was? Just tell me the event, then I'll show you the other parts how to go about it.
Okay, Emily, there's one answer from Dayachani Selvindra for the first subject, first question just now. My favorite subject is Tamil because my mother tongue is Tamil, so it's easy to understand. All right, thank you. One.
Okay, no
So,
problem.
Emily.
Very good answer.
Okay, now answer the second question.
Okay,
The
now
school
let's
event.
go on.
Okay, school event, sports day.
Okay, students, come on, give me some more. I'm sure there are so many
Yeah.
events that takes place in your school.
Yeah.
Vanessa said sports day.
What about other events in the school
Other than
happening?
sports,
Events.
okay, so many things.
Forgotten
Teachers Day.
what happens in school.
PIBG day, sports day,
Lisa, please
canteen
don't tell me
day,
you all have forgotten your school
reward day.
events.
Reward.
Okay,
you
come on, just type out your
Oh,
answers.
yeah.
What are the events?
Your school retirement, any of your teachers'
Sports
retirement
day.
day,
Celebration day. What you
prefects
celebrate?
installation day,
We just celebrated. What?
teachers'
Yeah.
day,
Teachers Day.
Okay,
canteen
let
day.
let them try first. Let them try first.
Go.
Okay, we have
Vanessa
answers
say
coming.
cultural day. Vanessa, cultural day. Ashley say cross culture. Dalchini canteen day. Good.
Canteen Day. Yeah.
All right. Good. Cross culture, cultural day. Very good. Summer, come on. You got a lot of events happening in our school. What about co-curriculum? Nothing?
I think they have forgotten, is it? Because they have not been in school for so
Yeah.
long. Okay, now teachers day. Teachers day, you forgot us.
Hey.
And I was hoping that they will write Independence Day celebration, no?
Yeah.
Okay, can you
I
excuse me 1 second, Well, just give me. I need to check something,
Okay.
Sidu.
Yes, you do.
Mm.
Mami, that one upstairs one, Mami.
So I must take what? Unify.
Okay, while waiting for Madam Emily.
Maybe you can show the questions. Okay, come on, students, come right with it. Talk about a school event you had recently participated
Okay,
in.
let's look at the question also. Teachers, let's look at the question. So what the event was, what you did there, if you enjoyed yourself, why not, what benefits do students gain from taking part in the event. So you can see here, there are 4 things that you need to look out for. You have to name the event, you have to tell me what you did there, okay? And then if you enjoyed yourself, why? If you did not enjoy yourself, why not? And then what benefits? Benefits, that means more than one. What benefits do the students gain from taking part in the event? Now, this question will also be addressed to your partner, but it will be a simpler question. I will show you that question after this. So let's go on, okay? Now, so this is the sample answer here, okay? I'm going to show you the sample answer. My school had a fun day, family day, where students could invite their families to the school. We prepared many activities for our family. Okay, so now I'm going to go straight to the points that I look at. So you have identified the event. My school had a family fun day, something like canteen day, you know, that kind of day, you know, or like you said, cultural day or something, where students could invite their families to the school. We prepared many activities for our family. So what were the activities? Okay, many activities. Remember, what did you do there? Many activities. Okay, there was a haunted house with students acting as the ghosts, booths that sold pre-loved goods, and food trucks that serve local and Western food. So what did you do? I was in charge of setting up a booth that sold pre-loved books. Then I had two friends to help me. We organized the books. So this is what you did. You were in charge of setting up a booth. You organized the books. And then what did you do? You were able to sell approximately 800 ringgit worth of books. So this is what you did there. You were in charge of a booth that sold books. Used book, pre-loved books means it's used books. Then you organized the books according to their genres, the types of books. As the books were donated, they were mostly old books that are no longer in print. So many people came to you. You explain. This is a written script. Remember, in the real exam, you don't have time to write it out. All comes out from your head. Now, remember, you are talking about an event that takes place in your school. So it should be in past tense. If you notice here, it's all in past tense. My school had, we prepared, there was, I had. Okay, we managed to sell, okay, to sell approximately 800 ringgit worth of books. Then, what is it? Okay, the event taught my friends and me to be more responsible in handling money. Okay, now, so what did you enjoy yourself? Yes, remember, did you enjoy yourself? Thoroughly enjoyed myself. Okay, why? Because I got to meet a lot of avid book readers. Avid book readers means people who love to read books. Okay, I got to make money for my school, and it taught me to be more responsible in handling money. So benefits. Met a lot of avid readers, made money for the school, learned responsibility, and also taught me to communicate well with customers. So you see, the 4 tasks is already achieved, fulfilled. Communicative achievement is there. Okay, communicative competence is already there. You told me the event, you told me what you did, you told me, what did you do? Did you enjoy yourself? Why or why not? And you also told me what are the benefits that you got from the event. Are we clear so far?
Yeah, good. Great.
Okay. All right.
So
Then,
far, so good.
now,
Students, are you clear? Very
Remember-
important is the students. Are you clear?
Okay, are you okay, students? Yes?
all right. So the next
Okay,
one,
continue. Yeah, Emily,
remember, student A will be talking, student B listening. Now, student B will be asked the same question. What is the event and all that? So you will be answering, you will be saying, where was I? Okay, you will be saying, the last school event I took part was a mini marathon. Okay, this is based on this question. There. Okay, what was the last school event you took part in? What was it and what did you learn from it? So it's very simple. It's a basic, simple question. What event you took part? What was it? What did you learn? So when you talk about it, okay, you will be going on simple. I took part in a mini marathon. I was not involved in the marathon, organization of the marathon, but I ran in it. I did run in it. Okay, I simply jogged with my friends. Then you said we enjoyed the exercise. We had fun spending time outside our classroom despite not winning any prizes. The event taught us our strengths and weaknesses. We also learned to be happy for those who are better than we in certain aspects. So based on what your friend talked about, you will be asked a simpler question. So you need to listen to your friend, and you cannot give the same event. If you can, I think you still can give the same event, but you cannot like copy your friend's answer, why she liked it or why she did not like it or what are the benefits. So you have to say something different. If you're just going to copy your friend's answer, it shows that you are not thinking. Okay? Now, next question, your favorite device. Okay, talk about your favorite device. I'm sure all of you have a lot of favorite device. So I'm going to go through very fast. Some of the favorite device. Teachers, can you help me? What are the favorite devices that students love?
Computers,
Yeah.
handphones.
Handphones,
Laptops,
iPad,
tablet.
laptop, tabs. What else?
Yeah, and all the you forgot their games, the PS what I don't know what you call it. The gaming console,
Yeah, yeah,
gaming
yeah,
console,
yeah.
Ah,
right?
Gaming console,
Okay, your favorite
PS2.
PS2,
device
we
what
eh?
is
must
the
ask our
gaming
students. They
console?
will be good. No, wait. We ask the students. Let them write
They have
what
all
the
the answers in
devices
the
they
world when
like.
it comes to gadgets.
Yes. They
It's their
love.
favorite topic actually.
Okay, what is your favorite device, students? Can you quickly write it out? Then I'll explain the
Whatever
answer.
gadgets you feel comfortable, you feel happy to use all the time. I'm sure your handphone is neat.
Definitely handphone.
Okay?
Yeah. All right, type your answers, students.
Okay, type.
So,
Start typing your answers faster, everyone.
yeah, we'll get some response from you. So it'll be easier for Cikgu Emily, Teacher Emily.
Laptop,
Come on, Kitina. Come on,
iPhone,
Jaylee. Come on, Sarvina.
Okay.
Vanessa says handphone.
Laptop,
Another person said laptop, iPhone. Okay. Okay,
handphone, laptop,
handphone. What else?
smartphone.
My favorite device is smartphone, laptop too. All
Okay,
right,
great.
good. I
Okay,
know
I
these
think
Okay,
days
most of them
everybody
will
wants
say
that.
now. I think with the COVID and everything, you probably be laptop, handphone, iPad, or tablet and all that. Okay, now you mentioned the device. You have to say what you can do with the device, how the device helps you in your life, if you would be able to go without it for a week. This is the tough question. Would you be able to go without it, without your laptop, without your handphone for a week? Why or why not? Okay, and then your friend will be asked a simpler question. What is your favorite device? You can see at the bottom there. Can you go without it for a day? It's something similar to yours, but it's at a smaller level. Let's look at a sample now. My favorite device is my
so
tablet.
it's actually Emily. It's what, why, and if question. Three
Yeah,
types of
Yes.
WH.
Okay.
questions.
So my
Okay.
favorite
WH.
device is my tablet. Tablet. Okay. Some of us have tablets, iPad, and all that. It's an iPad that my mother gave to me as a birthday present last year. So what can you do with it? Remember the second question? What can you
Yeah,
do
the
with it?
second part.
Surf the internet and play games. Then what else? What else do you do with it? Connect me
Connect
with
with
my
my
friends and
friends.
family, which is very important at this time.
Now they are connecting with us also.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Okay. And what else do you do with your thing? Watching movies and listening to
Movies,
music.
listening
I
to
spend most of
music.
my time watching movies and listening to music, which I normally watch dramas.
I too.
Okay. Right. And then it also helps me to stay in touch with my friends. You need to
Yes.
stay in touch. You need to stay connected, right? Especially with your
Communicate.
friends.
Yes, communicate with
Not
your
not
friends.
so much family, more friends, I would say, yeah. Okay. And then what do you do? Okay, what did you learn to
That's
do with it?
interesting.
What did you learn to do with it? I learned to draw on my
Okay.
iPad. Okay, during the pandemic, we could not go out, so the device helps me to keep me entertained. So I learned to draw. Now the last question: would you be able to give up your device for a day? I would not be able to give up my iPad for a day. What more, a week? Oh my God, for a week without your
Not
handphone.
even, you forgotten, Emily. Not even a second.
Yeah, not
Like an extension of your arm. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. And then you say why you have to explain. You cannot give it up. Why? Because of what reason? Because it is you will be bored without it, and it plays a big part in our lives. And since everything is online, there's nothing much else to do. Since everything you need some gadgets, right? Okay, so you have explained all the four parts. Remember, this is a spoken test. So I'm just showing you how your answer can be like. Okay, you can start. My favorite device. Well, my favorite device is my tablet. My mom gave it to me as a birthday present last year. I use it a lot to surf the internet and play games with my friends. It allows me to connect with them and also with my family members. Furthermore, you can use the connectors. Besides that, I spend a lot of my time watching movies and listening to music with it. My iPad also helps me to stay in touch with my friends. We use it a lot to discuss our schoolworks online through Google Meets and social media. More than that, or most of all, this device gives me entertainment when I'm bored. So you're explaining, you're talking. Remember, this is just an example. So your friend, okay, now you have listened already, right? You have listened to your friend and the same question. I would have to say my favorite device is my smartphone. I use it to talk to my friends all day. I would find it difficult to be without my smartphone for a day. And then the person explains, my dad once took away my smartphone when I use it too much. I was online till the wee hours of the morning. Wee hours of the morning, that means until maybe 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So he kept it for half a day and I felt incredibly bored without it. You can have your expression. You are talking, you are telling your feelings. No, I cannot go without my smartphone for an entire day. It's something I heavily rely on for information and communication, especially to stay in touch with my friends. Okay. All right. Have you got that? I hope they have got it. I hope.
Yes.
All right. So you have answered the question. Okay. I'm not going to go through this, but I'm going to just show you the sample answer before I go on to part 3. So another question they can ask you is about your favorite place in the world. So what is it, where it is, what you do there, and why is it your favorite place? This is for candidate A. Okay. I hope if you want to try this, you can pause at this point. You can rewind the video, pause, and try it out with your partner or a friend. No, go through the questions on your own and maybe check it out with your teachers. Record yourself and send it to your teachers. That's another option. Okay,
Yes.
the second question for your friend will be, what is the place you like the most? What do you like doing there? The simpler question. So candidate B will be given a different question. Remember, you won't get the same questions, A and B. Candidate B will get your favorite part of the day. So talk about your favorite part of the day. So you should say which part of the day you enjoy. Do you like mornings? Do you like afternoons? Do you like evenings? Or do you prefer nights? Why do you like this part of the day? Why do you enjoy your mornings? What do you do at this time? If you think it is important for people to take a break during their favorite part of the day, why not? Do you think it's important to take a break? Why or why not? Then your friend will be asked the question, which part of the day do you enjoy? What do you do at this time? A simpler question. Are we okay?
So far, so good. So far,
Okay,
so
so
good.
try out this question, students. This is a sample question. We don't have time to actually try out all the questions together.
Now, they
And
can
then-
practice in the lessons, in their English lessons.
Okay, another question is talk about your favorite music. Okay, the type of music that you like, the origin of the music, where did the music come from which country, why you like that particular type of music. Maybe some of you like K-pop, Korean music. So why do you like that particular type of music? Why music is important to you? Okay, and then the simpler question for your friend, what do you consider to be good music? Why? Okay, this one is an interesting question. Talk about your future plans.
Future plans.
What your
Very
plans
interesting
are after
question.
the SPM. Reasons for your plan. Who inspires you? Okay, who gives you the motivation to have such plans? Maybe your parents, maybe your siblings, elder brother or elder sister.
Teacher.
Okay, maybe your teacher. What you will have to do to fulfill your plans. If you want to become something, what you have to do. And your friend, the partner will get, what do you want to do after the SPM? Do you have a goal you want to achieve? What is it? Okay, you see, so many different questions can be asked about music, about traveling, about future plans, about your hobbies and all kinds of things. Okay, let's go on to part 3.
The final part.
Final part. Now, this one covers part 3, and you will be discussing a topic together, and then you will be given 1 minute to come to a decision in order to answer a given question. Finally, you will be given a broader question on the same topic. Okay? So this one is more, you have to be able to give reasons, information, exchange information, likes, dislikes. And this one will take about 4 and 5 minutes. Now,
4 minutes.
I'm going to go straight to the question. Now, this part, you will need to be able, remember earlier I said there's something called turn taking. Okay, what I mean by turn taking is you must be able to have the conversation with your friend, meaning you take turns to talk. You don't even if you are a good candidate, a good student, you conquer everything and you want to say all the points. That is not right, because it shows that you don't know how to use turn taking. Your communicative competence will go down. You have to allow your friend also to speak. You have to help your friend in the sense that, I think you give your reasons, and then you answer. I believe like that. But what do you think, Ali? do you agree that this is good? Then Ali will take over. Well, I believe time saving is the most important. I think time saving is the reason why people shop online, because when you shop online, you don't have to go physically to the shop. So you start explaining. Then you will say, yes, I agree with you. I think that's correct. We save a lot of time by shopping online. So you will be like taking turns one after another to speak about all these points. You can repeat
Must
your
have
friend's
interaction, must have interaction. So,
interaction.
and
That it
eye
has to
contact
be
with
two-way.
your partner. Eye contact with your partner. So facial
This is
expression also is very important over here.
this is two ways. This is two ways, meaning that you will talk with your friend and then there's an exchange of information. All right. So I would like you all to be able to practice with your friends in this. Now let's see how it is done. So remember, I told you there are three parts. Part 1A, discuss. You have to discuss all the points given in the stimulus. Why do people shop online? The points given: no crowds, time saving, better prices, convenient, wide variety, follow the trend. Okay. Then the second part, decide. You have to decide which is the most popular reason why people shop online. You may agree, you may disagree. Maybe your friend thinks convenience is the most important thing. You feel prices is the better thing. Never mind. But you have to decide which is the most popular reason. And then part 3C, part 3C, in what ways does advertising on social media influence people's buying behavior? Okay, so this one talks about shopping online and how does social media influence people's buying behavior. So I will show you how it's done. Excuse me. Okay, first thing, you are discussing the points. Okay, so you A, B, roughly lah. It doesn't have to follow this order, but roughly is, okay, A starts first. Today we are, Ali, today we're going to talk about why people shop online. I think the first reason people like to shop online is because it is time saving. And this is very useful when we are in a hurry. We don't have to physically go to the shop to buy something. Farida, can you try to do B with me?
Yeah, what is it? Wait, Emily, wait, just a moment, Okay, yeah, what is it?
Can you try to do B with me?
Oh, yeah, why do
Go
you
play
shop?
activity.
Okay, why do you shop online?
No, I've already
Ah.
started. I already
Oh,
started
you
the
already started.
conversation. I
She
already
wants you
started.
to
Actually, I'm
respond.
typing the what
Okay,
the
now
link
my
for the
teacher
form.
Manjit, maybe teacher Manjit
Manjit,
can help me.
Manjit. Okay.
Okay, so teacher Manjit, can you continue with B? Well,
Where the one that do I need to use the pointers, the one that you gave?
yeah, in the
Okay.
box, in the blue box.
Okay. Well, I like to do shopping online because there won't be not crowded. I can avoid people, and I can buy something that I like easily, and not something that is very hard to get. So I think I'll do that way.
Okay, teacher Manjit, I think you are right. We don't have to struggle in a crowd to buy something. But
Yeah.
I think one of the most important reasons people like to shop online is because it's convenient. You know, you don't have to wait very long in queues. You know,
Yes, I agree
and
with
then
you, Emily. Yes, I agree with you because I still remember one day, once I wanted to buy something, I was stuck in the jam for 2 hours on the road. So from there, I learned that online shopping is better than going straight away to the supermarket and getting something.
okay, all right. And then another reason I believe people like to shop online is because there's a wide variety of selection. Okay, and
Yes.
because of that, we can also compare prices because then we can select the one that is best suited to us, and we can also decide whether it's worth buying that product. So wide variety of selection, we have a lot of things like
And then, yes, another point that I would like to include is that we can compare prices also, like certain products, we can compare the prices.
okay,
I
yeah.
forgot to tell you that just now. And then there'll be a good choice, and sometimes there's a special discount too.
Okay. All right. So one more thing that we need to highlight is that when we shop online, people like to follow trends, follow the trends that normally go viral because it's been popularized by influencers on YouTube or Instagram and
Yes.
all that. So here, people they don't feel left out. They don't feel that they are not following the trends. They are up to date to what's happening in the world. Okay. Okay, now, all right, students, I hope you get an idea. Roughly is something like that. But one thing you need to remember is try not to interrupt your friend too much when the person is speaking. Let the person finish first, Teacher Manjit.
I just wanted to interrupt so that at least the students will know that we are not supposed to interrupt.
It's different with us. You can interrupt, but you must let your friend finish first because
Yes. That was just an example for our students. You
that's
see.
just an example. Let your friend finish the point that they are saying, and then you can talk about the same point, like what Teacher Manjit did just now. She talked about what I said about the prices and all that. You can repeat, meaning that you are following the conversation. You are maintaining the conversation. You can repeat. You can say, well, we also need to compare prices and all that. So you can do like that. But remember, turn taking is where you allow your friend to speak and then you take over and then your friend speaks and then you interrupt where necessary. But if your friend is quiet, you can prompt your friend. You can also say, what do you think, Fatima? Do you agree? Do you think it's convenient to go shop online? Like just now how Teacher Manjit came in, I was talking, she came in and then she continued my conversation. So you can continue the conversation like that. But once you are finished, then if your friend is quiet, you don't be quiet. You have to like either help your friend.
Motivate your friend.
Motivate your friend. You
Motivate, encourage lah. You said, what do you think? Can
you
you share your opinion or your views about this matter? Okay.
You can guide your friend. You can also say, well, Ali, what do you think about the point on wide variety? Do you think we have a wide variety of goods online? So you are guiding your friend. So your friend will catch from there. Then your friend will start talking.
Okay, in case sometimes maybe your friend will not know the word wide variety, you can just give 1-2 example there.
You can
you
help
give 1-2 example, then they
friend.
said, I remember you bought last week something online. Remember the t-shirt your mom, you bought for your mom as a present? Then they you motivate them to speak. Make it simple and then encourage your partner to speak. You understand or not?
Sorry, Cikgu Emily. Want to ask, let's say, right, is it a must that the student elaborate on all the 6 points? What happens if within that 4 or 5 minutes, they only manage to elaborate on 3? They just
don't worry about that. As long as they are speaking, they are following all the points there. If they can cover all the point, that is very good. That means they fulfill the whole thing. If they have not, then it's like actually you can connect the point. It doesn't mean you talk one point, because you see certain points are connected. You see, like better prices and time saving is connected, or better prices and wide variety is connected. Correct or not?
Yes,
so when you are talking,
which means we encourage the student, if possible,
to do all.
To use all the points given there.
Use all the points. Practice and make sure you don't speak too much. But within the limit time, is it? We limit.
No, the thing is, don't like focus. Okay, no crowds. I must talk 30 seconds. Time saving, I must talk 30 seconds. It doesn't work like that. A conversation doesn't work like that. Conversation, like I said this now, some of the points might be interconnected. So when you talk, you must be smart. You can connect your points with your friend. And then remember, your friend also can talk about what you have said, meaning that they agree with you. They add to what you are saying.
Because my
it's
students,
always possible.
one shot they will pick 2, and one shot they will speak on 2 points. In order to
no problem. They can even choose also. They can do any points
all
also.
the points. It's just that I want
Correct. You are right,
to make
Heidi.
sure lah. If they are not able to cover all the points, then it's it's not.
It doesn't show that you have done a thorough job.
Not fulfilled. It's not considered as task fulfilled if you don't cover all the 6 points given.
Because it's actually not difficult to connect the points. I'll show you another example after this. Let me go on. Okay, so the next part is to decide which is the most popular reason why people shop online. So this is one answer from one candidate. I think the most famous reason or the most important reason for people to shop online is the convenient factor. Consequently, we don't have to waste time. You see, convenient and waste time coming together, you see? Right?
They know how to connect. They know how to
connect.
connect. You must know how to connect.
But they highlight the most famous reason is the convenient factor. Consequently, we don't have to waste time for looking for things that we want from a physical shop. By shopping online, we can just get what we want and it will be delivered to our doorstep. So you see, short answer. This one, each of you will tell, each of the candidate will answer it. I believe, I think, I feel. In my opinion, I feel. Okay. Then
I
you give
agree
the
with
point.
you.
Okay, and then next, the third part is this. Okay, now you will be given a time where you need to talk about this, and they will ask you to discuss in what ways that advertising on social media influence people's buying behavior. So you will be like discussing, and then you will be talking about. I believe. Okay, then you give your answer. I believe social media is a platform that connects almost every people in the world. The majority of these people have purchasing power. That means they have the power to buy things. Imagine a celebrity or an athlete endorsing a product on his or her social media account. Imagine how much money the seller is making through this way. Therefore, okay, you're using a connector. Therefore, advertising on social media is a good investment by companies that are marketing their products.
Fanboys, Fanboys connector.
Yes. Okay, you are using
Fanboys.
connectors. You are also using cohesive devices and all that, So you are
Linkers.
showing the flow is there. So remember, I repeat, part 3. I'm going to go to another question. So part 3, there are three phases to part 3. First is discuss all the points. Okay. Second, they will give you time. The examiners will give you time to decide which is the best tip to maintain. For this question is how to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So you will discuss. Okay, then you can agree to choose one, same one, or you can use different ones. But you are going to give your reason for your answer. Okay, and then the third one is you will talk about the broader question. In what ways does maintaining a healthy lifestyle influence people's happiness? Healthy lifestyle, how does it influence people's happiness? Mempengaruhi kegembiraan, okay? Different, you can talk about it in that way. So I've given here how to do it. So you look at the points, how you're going to elaborate. Okay, this is a practice question that you can do on your own. Okay, you can practice on your own and you can elaborate the points and all that.
Emily, actually, just to add on this, we can actually use 5W1 how question to help us.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
yes.
5W
Very
and 1H.
5 wives, 1 husband.
One husband,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, so you can use this. Remember, like I said just now, when you want to discuss the points, you want to take turns prompting each other, helping each other to maintain and expand the conversation and give examples. You can use both. Okay, for example, you can say, all right, exercise regularly. Okay, and then maybe by saying avoid unhealthy habits and making time for hobbies, you can put together. You can say we should avoid unhealthy habits, like wasting time, loitering at the park and doing nothing. Instead of that, we should make time for useful hobbies, for good hobbies that can help us to learn new skills. Okay, so you can, like this, you can see, you can connect the points. Okay, so you take turns by helping each other. What do you mean by exercise regularly? What do you mean by eating a balanced diet? When you say sleep well, how many hours of sleep? Okay, stay hydrated. Hydrated meaning have enough water. Okay, drink enough glasses of water. Have enough water. Okay, stay hydrated. Stay, you make sure you have enough water, drinking enough water in a day. And then what you mean by unhealthy habits, and you make time for your hobbies. Okay, so and then after that you have to decide. They will give you time. Decide among all this, which is the best tip, which you think is the most important thing. Sleeping well, or is it eating a balanced diet, or is it exercising regularly, What do you think is the most important tip to maintain a healthy lifestyle? Okay, and then the last question, the broader question, this one also you have to talk about like in a minute. So remember, the first part you discuss together, then you will, second part, number 2, you will each, after given time, after you have been given time, you will decide which is the best tip. You are going to decide which is the best tip to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So each of you will give your views. You will say, I think, I believe, and all that. I believe exercising regularly is the most important thing because we need to stay active and energetic to ensure a good lifestyle. Then you explain. For example, you can go jogging 2 or 3 times a week. At the moment, because of COVID, we can't go outside. Maybe you can run up and down the staircase, or if you have
virtual activities
or
in the
you
house.
have a treadmill or a bicycle, you can a cycling machine. You can do it at home. So you explain. Then after that, you will be given a broader question. In what ways does maintaining a healthy lifestyle influence people's happiness? So you have to again give your views on that after you have discussed. Okay? All right. I think yeah, that's all. Okay. Any questions about the third question? This one is the third question, practice question. This one you can try and do on your own, students, because we don't have time to do it. Normally, I try to do hands-on, but we don't have time for that. But you can practice on your own with your friend, and then maybe with the guidance of your teacher, you can do this and try to follow the points, elaboration, and maybe record yourself. Send it to your teacher
very
to
Your
for the
teacher,
teacher to have to check how you have done. Okay, so
and they
this,
can time themselves as well.
yes, you can time
Yeah.
yourself maybe
Because
because
the
this
last
part,
part is only 4 minutes, you know. The last part is only 4 minutes.
part 3 is about plus minus 3 to 4 minutes, but you, because you'll be, remember, you'll be given time to discuss. So normally the discussion part will be about 1
1
minute,
minute?
5
Is it,
minutes,
is
1
it still
minute.
1 minute?
Yeah, I
The
think
form
it's
3,
1
they will
minute.
still
Yeah,
be given
1
1
minute
minute.
only.
1 minute to
And then
discuss.
you
Right?
cannot bring any pen, Only the
Yeah,
question will be given
you
to you.
cannot bring any paper or pen. Everything is from your
No
head.
writing allowed.
Remember, I told you just now, it's spontaneous. Spontaneous means on the spot.
So whatever
You have-
comes, you just speak. Whatever ideas come, you just speak. Don't think that is wrong or what. Just talk.
Okay, that means you'll be talking in Malay, we say dengan spontan. Okay, it comes out from your head on the spot. You have, after looking, they will give you time, look at the points. After you look at the points, okay, and then okay, they will say, are you ready? You and your friend, about 30 seconds, are you ready? Then you start talking. Then after that, the next part, they will, okay, now you have to decide which is the best tip. Then each of you will present which is the best tip. Then the last part, you will again be given time, and then you'll be asked to explain about the third question, the third third question to part 3. Okay?
Okay.
I hope I've been clear. So if any questions, you
clear,
can
Cikgu.
rewatch the video, and then you can also ask. No, this is my channel, and also you can join our chat group for Telegram. We have a chat
already been
group where
posted
Teacher
at
Heidi, Teacher Farida, Teacher Manjit, and myself are in the group. Where if you want to ask question, you can address the question to any of us. Okay, all right, and do support us at our channels. Wow, a bit of
Yes.
promotion. Okay, Farida, I'm done.
Madam Manjit.
Back to Madam Manjit.
Madam Manjit.
Okay, thank you
and we are
very
going
much,
to add,
students.
Madam
Thank you.
Suji in.
Okay, Madam Suji is there. Sujita is there. Okay, hello Suji. Welcome again. Okay, thank you students very much for listening to
There's
Madam
a
Farida. Listening to Madam Farida based on listening activities, and also to Emily John for speaking activities, and I'm sure all the tips are very, very useful for all of you. All right, and please attend your classes, online classes. Please start to work hard, because end of the year will finish very fast, and next year you'll be sitting for your exam. And the Form 4 students, if you are in this group, Please listen and practice. Okay, and then not forgetting next
Sorry,
week.
Teacher Manjit, can
Yes.
I interrupt? Have the link for their classes been given?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I think the link for attendance already given. Okay, and another thing, next week we are having another 2 slots. There will be paper one, and another one will be paper one will be done by me, and then Chegu Heidi will be doing on writing. Okay, so hopefully we will be able to see all of you next week, and then invite Chegu's Madam Sugita to be with you. Just hold on, Madam Sugita, do you like to share something?
Ladies,
Thank you,
just for
Madam
a while,
Manjit.
Madam Suji, wait for a while. Just
Okay.
smile first and take a photo.
All right.
Okay, smile, ladies. All right, done.
Okay.
Yeah, Madam Suji, thank you.
Okay, Madam Suji.
Okay, thank you everyone. Now, first of all, I want to say it was really, really fun watching all of you. Really a jolly good group.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you to Madam Emily, Madam Farida. It was very fun-filled and very informative. I'm sure my students will agree as well. And also thank you to Madam Manjit and Madam Heidi for your valuable inputs and your support and your help. Okay, to my students, I'm sure you have received plenty of tips and we will discuss this in class. Okay, and your teachers will also discuss this in class with you. So if you have any questions, you can either ask us or we can join in the chat.
Okay, Sugita, there's a question, so maybe I will let you share this answer. Sugita, Marilyn wants to know where are you from? Maybe you can share.
Marilyn, I am currently teaching in Kuala Lumpur, SMK TAMAN BUKIT MALURI. Marilyn is a teacher, I'm guessing.
Yeah, she's from
Yeah.
SMK2 Nusin Hon here in Penang.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So I will
Okay,
continue
thank you. All to
just
that.
a little bit more. So I'm sure after this session and also next week's session, the students will be completely confident in answering the exam papers. Yeah. And on behalf of Puan Fatin Zura Mustafa, who is the language department head in SMK Taman Bukit Maluri, I would like to thank all of you and also all the students who are involved today. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe and be happy. Thank you so much. Thank you for everyone who helped in making this a success.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Cikgu. We also enjoy
Okay.
the session
Do
with
you
your
want to do that
students.
jolly good thing? And Suji, we have our tagline actually. You
Okay,
can follow
let's
us.
do it.
Yeah. Before we end the show, maybe we should do that here. Emily, Manjit,
Okay,
Elsa,
ready.
Heidi.
Okay, everyone.
1, 2,
Okay.
3.
It's a
It's a jolly
good
show. Suji, maybe you can join us.
Okay, I will.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
one, two, jolly.
1, 2, 3. It's the jolly
Jolly
good show.
Bye. Take care.
Okay. Thank you.